The harsh, icy region is where life is always hanging between the fragile boundary of existence and destruction. Here, with just one breath, one wrong step, death can strike unexpectedly. Will the creatures in the extreme cold have enough strength to survive, or will they be drowned in the cruelty of nature? When the wolves hunt, the giant bison's terrifying resistance. In the icy regions and boreal forests of North America, life is a constant challenge. Here, winters are long, temperatures can drop below 40 degrees. Snow covers vast white areas, and hunger always lurks in every breath. In the midst of the harsh landscape, a figure quietly steps out of the white mist. It is the gray wolf, the most widely distributed mammalian carnivore on the planet and also a symbol of wilderness. Their thick, multi-layered fur helps them resist the cold temperature. Their ears stand high to listen to every slight movement in the wind, and their bright yellow eyes reflect their desire to survive. Not noisy, not ostentatious, just the toughness and mystery of a master predator. In the harsh land where hunger and cold surround, gray wolves survive thanks to the special strategy of endurance and strength of the pack. There is no destructive pounce like a lion, nor is there lightning speed like a leopard. Instead, they patiently wear down their prey step by step, breath by breath. In the wild, adult gray wolves have almost no enemies. But winter hunger, wounds from hunting, or competition with bears and lynx are always lurking dangers. And then, it is in the mindset of living in a pack that the gray wolf's hunting instinct reaches its peak. As the migration season begins, thousands of reindeer follow each other on the white snow, forming a mobile river of life along the prairie. This is when the masters of patient warriors, the gray wolves, enter the fray, hunting with strategy rather than just strength. In the shade of the birch forest, the yellow eyes of the wolves flash. The whole herd moves silently, their bodies close to the ground, gradually closing the distance with their prey. The air is tense like a string, a moment of deadly calm before the storm. Then suddenly, the whole wolf pack charges forward. In this game of survival, just one misstep, and the weak are eliminated from the great flow to become a feast for the wolf pack. Unity can make the gray wolves become the masters of an entire wilderness. But not all prey fall easily. On the frozen plains of North America, there exist giants with primitive strength and collective courage. It is the bison, the largest animal on the continent, which never succumbs to the claws of wolves. An adult bison can be up to 2 meters tall at the shoulder, more than 3 meters long, and weigh up to 1,000 kg. Its thick, shaggy, dark brown fur, muscular shoulder mane like a piece of armor, short but strong horns can throw enemies with just one gore. Despite their huge bodies, they can run at a speed of 60 km/h and jump nearly 2 meters, an extraordinary feat on the cold grasslands. As herbivores, bison move in herds of dozens, even hundreds of individuals. Every day, they travel dozens of kilometers to find fresh grass and water sources. Adult bison have almost no enemies. But young or old individuals are still the target of gray wolves, grizzly bears, and black bears. When threatened, the herd immediately gathers into a circle of young in the middle. The adults are four-legged fortresses, where solidarity is the weapon of survival. On the white snow covered with mist, the wolves are approaching, their golden eyes shining in the darkness. The herd of bison immediately huddles together, their breaths exuding thick smoke. The air is as tense as a string. But immediately, a fight breaks out. A giant fights back, giving the bison a chance to escape. In the midst of the fierce battle, the bison fell, becoming the price of sacrifice for the herd to be saved. And it is in these tragic losses that the bison still stands tall as ancient warriors, indomitable symbols of the North American snow forest, where life is written with strength, solidarity, and resilience. However, life is not only maintained by fierce battles for survival. When the ice gradually retreats, the green grasslands open up. Another journey of rebirth begins. In the short summer, when the ice melts and the grasslands are revealed, the bison enters the mating season. The males rush into battles with horns and muscle strength to gain the right to reproduce. After 9 months of pregnancy, the cow gives birth to a single calf. Just a few hours after birth, the calf can stand up and walk, an essential survival instinct in the harsh grasslands. In the harsh arms of nature, new life has just been passed on. On the grasslands, in the vast space, the sound of trembling footsteps is the promise of continuity, proving the regenerative power of the North American bison. Also on those fields, when winter returns, the snowstorm covers the sky. The wind howls, swirling up dense snow dust that obscures the path. The giant bison herd continues to trudge forward, their thick fur covered in ice, their breath turning into opaque smoke in the dense air. The leaders lower their heads, their horns butting into the thick snow to clear a path, each heavy step sinking deeper. The calves shiver in the mother's embrace, huddled close to her warm body to seek warmth. The herd gathers in a mass, turning their backs to the wind, fighting against the harsh power of nature. It is not just a migration journey, but a survival challenge, where each step on the ice is a testament to the bison's resilient strength against the cruelty of the North American winter. The endless white snow. The northern wind whistles through the birch trees. The dim light of winter dyes the plains in a cold gray. Overcoming the layers of frost. Above, the sky opens endlessly, where a large shadow is quietly spreading its wings. That is the bald eagle, the ruler of the sky. The bald eagle is the iconic bird of prey of North America, with a wingspan of up to 2.4 meters and a weight of 3 to 6 kilos. Its body is covered with dark brown feathers, highlighted by a pure white head and tail, bright yellow eyes, and a sharp curved beak, creating a unique, majestic appearance. With 4 times the vision of humans, they can detect fish underwater from a height of hundreds of meters. When hunting, the bald eagle swoops down at speeds of nearly 160 km, using its powerful curved talons to grip its prey. Their food is usually fish, but sometimes waterfowl or small land animals. They can lift prey weighing nearly half their body weight. In the still air, the bald eagle soars high. Its golden eyes scan the frozen lake dotted with open water, where the shadows of fish flash like fragile rays of light. In a split second, it dives down like an arrow. In the blink of an eye, the eagle flaps its wings powerfully, carrying its spoils into the sky. In the icy northern sky, the bald eagle still spreads its wings proudly. From precise hunting dives to a durable nest on a tall treetop, it has become a symbol of strength and freedom. Despite the harsh nature, this bird still exists as the immortal soul of the northern sky. But as you leave the snowy forest and head further north, where land gives way to frozen ocean, a different world emerges. There, winds howl across the ice, temperatures can drop below the 50 degrees, and only the most resilient creatures survive. A predator that doesn't rely on packs, but is still the absolute lord of the ice. This is the kingdom of the polar bear, the lord of the Arctic. The polar bear is the largest bear in the world. Adult males weigh an average of 400 to 700 kilos, even exceeding 1,000 kilos during the feeding season. Their thick white fur, under which is a layer of fat several centimeters thick, both keeps them warm and helps them camouflage perfectly on the ice. The 30-centimeter wide paws act as natural snowboards, distributing the weight and helping the bear move steadily on the thin ice. Unlike many omnivorous bears, polar bears are almost completely carnivorous. They have a superb sense of smell, detecting prey 1 kilometers away, even under ice, nearly 1 meter thick. Their main diet is seals, which are rich in fat, providing vital energy. In addition, when given the opportunity, bears also attack baby whales, beluga whales, or take advantage of stranded whale carcasses. On a silent iceberg in the middle of the icy ocean, a seal lies down to rest. Everything seemed peaceful. The ice was hard, the sky was pale gray, and the seal was sleeping, careless of the lurking danger. Not far away, the giant polar bear was crouching on the ice, moving slowly, as smooth as a ghost. Its sharp eyes did not leave the prey lying there. Suddenly, the polar bear rushed forward. In a short moment, the fight ended. A red blood feast had begun in the middle of the quiet sea of ice, a harsh testament to the law of survival in the extreme cold. In nature, adult polar bears have almost no enemies. But their biggest enemy is not any other predator, but climate change. The rapid melting of sea ice forces bears to move farther, expending more energy to find seals, putting them at risk of a serious decline in numbers. On the wild sea of ice, polar bears are living proof of the fragile balance of nature, an absolute predator, but also a fragile creature in the face of global changes. They are both the lords and the victims of the cold polar region. In the vast cold polar region, where the north wind howls and the snow covers the horizon. Each creature is writing its own survival story. There, life is never obvious. It is the reward of resilience, of intelligence, and of collective strength. The fragility but indomitability of life is what makes this frozen land forever become a glorious symbol of wild power. What do you think about the resistance and sacrifice of the bison against the ferocious wolves? Leave your comments below the video. And hit the bell. Subscribe to continue exploring the survival of wild animals in our next series.